exercising is probably not top of mind as we struggle with how to protect ourselves, our families, and our communities during the coronavirus pandemic. Perhaps it should be because physical activity can be a valuable tool for controlling COVID-19 infections and maintaining quality of life. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has raised a lot of questions regarding how exercise can protect us from infections by boosting immunity. This is becoming more pertinent as many of us have restricted access to the gym and park where we would normally undertake exercise and physical activity regimens. Compounding this problem are the non-negative effect of social isolation and confinement on immunity. Glucocorticoids such as cortisol are elevated during period of isolation and confinement and can inhibit many critical functions of our immune system. When we are stressed, the ability of our T cells to multiply in response to infectious agents in markedly reduce, as is the ability to of certain effect lymphocytes to recognize and kill cells in our body that have become cancerous or have been infected with viruses. Physical activity is one of the most powerful forces for good health. Physical activity helps prevent and or treat many physical and mental health conditions by improving functioning of numerous physiological systems. In this piece, we explain how harnessing the salutogenic power of physical activity could help ease the consequence of COVID-19 pandemic. Battling another cough or cold. Feeling tired all the time, you may feel better if you take a daily walk or follow a simple exercise routine a few times a week. You can see our first exercise. He is doing very simple exercises with train to maintain his balance, and all anti-gravity muscles are working. Physical activity may help the brief raise in body temperature during and right after exercises may prevent bacteria from growing. This temperature raise may help to body fight infection better. This is similar to what happens when you have a fever. Exercise causes change in antibodies and white blood cells. White blood cells are the body immune system cells that fight disease. These antibodies or the white blood cells circulate more rapidly, so they could detect illness earlier than they might have before. However, no one knows whether these changes help prevent infection. You can see he is doing very slowly and he maintains his balance properly. Then you can see the second exercise to maintain the muscles power and muscle endurance. You can see he is lie down on the floor and keep his psychological balance and raise very slowly and rapidly his lower limb one by one. Raise, hold a second, now slowly down. Very stress release exercise. You can see there are so many benefits can earn from this exercise, and is also very important for maintain your immunity. The body's response to psychological stress creates imbalance between cortisol and other hormones that negatively affect the immune system and inflammation. Thus, psychological stress affects the underlying biological process of COVID-19. But restoring cortisol balance is another mechanism by which physical activity benefits immunity and inflammation. Now you can see these exercises change the pattern of exercises on the ball. This is also a same exercise. The most effective strategies for improving cortisol balance are physical activity and stress management, because old people have disturbed cortisol physiology and weaker immune systems. Physical activity may be particularly important for this large population at high risk for COVID-19. Now, I think the most important action now are to reduce spread the coronavirus through social distancing, frequent hand washing, and avoiding touching the face. Due to these multiple benefits, physical activity should not be an afterthought during this pandemic. Being active should be a key recommendation. People need to know about action they can take to help reduce the risk of severe infection and stressful restriction to the pandemic. You can see he is doing strengthening exercises for his whole body. He is kneeling and touch floor. His arms and lower limbs are approximately in 90 degree to the floor, and lift his upper body and down. It's very good strengthening exercise. Now, physical activity may help flush bacteria out of the lungs and airways. Thus may reduce your chance of getting a cold, flu, or their illnesses. And first, physical activity has the potential to reduce the severity of COVID-19 infection. This is related to what happened in the lungs during an infection. The immune system detects the virus invaded in the lungs and attack it. The conflict between the virus and immune cells creates inflammation. That inflammation causes damage to lung tissue, and that interfere with breathing and can become severe enough to require medical intervention, such as mechanical ventilation. Therefore, we add this type of breathing exercises. You can keep your hands, chest, and abdomen. They can get a deep breath and hold a second, thereafter release. Get deep breath and hold a few seconds, then release very relaxed. You can add 3 to 5 repetition for these exercises. You can improve your vital capacity using this exercise. That is a very important exercise for the maintain lung health. Physical activity is effective for both preventing and treating heart disease, diabetes, and 8 cancers, all of which increase the risk of severe illnesses and death among those infected with the coronavirus. So, physical activity is widely recommended by health authorities. Effect to promote active lifestyles are minimal. It makes sense now to encourage people, especially those with chronic condition, to be moderately active prior to being infected to reduce severity of illness after infection, because physical activity has immediate effects on immune function and inflammation. Similar to taking a medication daily, people can reduce their risk of severe viral infection and their risk from multiple chronic exercises by simply taking a walk every day. It is not too late in the pandemic for people to benefit from modest increase in their physical activity. We use these stretching exercises after exercises as cool down. You can relieve your stress during this exercise. The most important action now are to reduce spread of the coronavirus through social distancing, frequent hand washing, avoiding touching the face. We have been encouraged by media stories and online posts from citizens encouraging people to be active during the current crisis. We are pleased that so far exercise has been encouraged as part of orders for sheltering in place, but the potential for physical activity to reduce the severity of COVID-19 infection has not been explained to Sri Lanka. Closure of park, trails, gym and beach make it more difficult for people to be active. Place for activity should be retained as much as possible, but it may be necessary to monitor people outdoor place to ensure people maintain safe social distancing. Any kind of enjoyable moderate activity, indoors or outdoors, is great for mind and body. Going for a walk outdoor can be a high point of the day for millions and could help us get through this pandemic while receiving as much quality of life as possible. Very much for watching our video. We would like to present different kind of health and beauty related video for you. Therefore, please subscribe our channel Health and Beauty Club. Thank you very much.